We've got some drama unfolding in the talk show realm this week. NBC's MS3 and Luca Tonight became famous for hiring an outsider to co-host the show alongside famed comedian Marc Stoufer III. Things appear to be going well for the show, but TMZ reports that Stoufer has gotten very frustrated with Luca in recent weeks, with Luca sometimes not showing up to rehearsal, being late to tapings, and not knowing his cues when he is there. Rumors say Luca might leave the show after the season is done, leaving many to wonder if Stoufer will find a new co-host or if he'll host alone. In political news, Press Secretary O'Brien confirmed that there are no plans to stop using federal tax dollars as aid in foreign wars, citing a desire to unify the world. Other proponents of the initiative say it will help solidify America's status as a superpower and a country that others should create alliances with. While critics say that it's moving national dollars away from domestic issues that could use the funding. And honestly, I have to agree. I mean, these aren't our fights, and sending money to wars, it just extends the war instead of trying to help end them. Anyway, we have political commentator Craig Davis over on the couch just over there in a little bit to wait. The hit Broadway musical Spider-Man Turn Off the Dark announced yesterday that they will finally be closing next March. The show, of course, has been running for over a decade, selling out countless shows and breaking records all the time after their smash opening weekend. Many thought the show would become the new longest-running musical since it forced Phantom of the Opera to close in the wake of its opening, but the fandom does appear to have a solid 2 decades on the web slinger. Patrick Page and Reed Carney are still fighting to the death, though, over in Hadestown, playing at the Walter Kerr Theatre. More of the news roundup right after this. I was hiking through the mountains. I'd been going all morning, and I finally got to the top. It was beautiful. I knew I needed to capture this moment with the picture. I was about 1,000 feet above the ground. It's super early, and I hadn't slept long last night, and I needed coffee. I knew that if I had to hike back down to get some, I'd missed the shot. I was losing darkness, and I needed coffee more and more, and that's when I remembered that I had the coffee can. Took off the lens. I was able to drink the coffee I put there that morning. The coffee cam enabled me to take control of my situation, whereas previously I wasn't able to do that. And we got some breaking news in the break. The White House just declared apple juice as the official national beverage of the United States. And my goodness, this is just massive. I mean, this is the first time America has had a national beverage in its history. This could really change the game for drinks. The president, of course, announced this news at a press conference just a moment ago. We've committed to looking into that for you, so you don't need to worry about that. And now I think we have a brief word from the president, so I will turn it over to him. Hello everyone, I hope you're all enjoying the day. I'll be brief, but I wanted to talk to you today about a problem that is gripping the nation. All across the country, people are making breakfast for their families, and they're complementing it with a refreshing glass of juice. But for centuries, there's been no consistency in what that is. There's been fighting. Americans divided. Our beautiful country a battlefield of beliefs. Orange juice, cranberry juice. Orange cranberry juice. None of these are befitting of the nation we are, of the ideals we consistently strive for. I was asked by the Secretary of Education this morning why I thought there had been so little discourse on juice. And that got me thinking. Because I realized that everyone's simply been too scared to touch this major issue. But we can't keep ignoring it. When I took the office 2 years ago, I swore to you all that I would work to restore the country to the greatest of its potential to be the best it can. I'd like to think that I've achieved those goals. From unemployment to the economy, to the very present issue of foreign aid. I've worked tirelessly to do everything I can for our people. But I haven't done enough. In the juice world, there is still far too much ambiguity. From flavor profiles, to temperature, to colors. It's no longer acceptable to ignore this issue. And as the president, it's on me to remedy this. It's not something we can live with. Simply, it's been too long of us not having a national beverage. So, I'm honored and proud to announce today that I'm officially making apple juice America's new national beverage. Americans now have a new favorite drink. Americans now have a new favorite drink. And I can't wait for all the change it will bring to our country. I'll turn it back over to the Secretary to answer any questions you have. But let me just say, obviously, you can still drink whatever you want. But milk, the dreaded orange juice, I know no sane person wants to drink orange juice. But you still can. It is, however, extremely unpatriotic to do so. And I really hope that none of you will ever drink orange juice. Thank you. And this has got to be a shock to orange juice lovers. I mean, orange juice famously the competitor to apple juice. You can't just like orange juice anymore. It may not be treason, but it'll definitely get you some hate. It's the direct opposition to the new national beverage. And the president weighing in personally with this executive order shows just how important this debate is and how amazing apple juice really is. I mean, you really can't like orange juice anymore. If you do like orange juice, you're officially wrong. You are officially wrong. Hey, thanks for visiting our YouTube channel. Make sure to subscribe below to get constant updates on celebrity news, politics, and more. And download the Wake Up GR app to stay in the loop about everything at all times. Behind me?